Good morning, everybody, and once again, welcome back and welcome to in the today's class. We're on the day number 2 of the batch of CSA admin, batch number 17. Yesterday, we were discussing about value, service, SVC, SVS. So we were on a little bit this part. This has been done. Okay, now we're going to a little bit move forward and we're going to discuss about the practices. ITIL 4 introduced the term practice and total 34 practices has been given by ITIL, which has been divided in the 3 major sections. The question comes that why we are discussing these things? Because the industry where we are working or the industry where to whom we are supporting is work around that only. If you want to start a business, what you need? If you want to start a business, what you need? You need to plan. You need resource. You need money. You have to think about the risk. You have to think about the location. You have to think about the strategy. And then you have to think about the day-to-day operations. These all are categorized in these 3 areas. Number 1 is journal management practice. Irrespective of the business, that are you starting a manufacturing, pharmaceutical, might be some industry specific, might be something else. These practices will help you, like strategy management. Like we are here now in this training, we make a strategy that every day small portion we will do and we will learn. That is strategy management. So what ITIL 4 says that I am dividing the work in these 3 major sections, and that is called the 34 different practices. And ITIL 4 is the one which introduced the skill where I am working. That is business analysis. Earlier it was not there. In ITIL V3 it was not there. But ITIL 4 introduced this concept. Because they understand that if there is no concept of getting the requirements, then it is tough to make a business good, to implement the business good. Okay, so like ServiceNow follow the ITIL best practices in domain of like incident, change, problem, request, knowledge. So if you want to work in ServiceNow, I will strongly recommend you must have a ITIL knowledge. The processes given by the practices given by ITIL, the steps given by ITIL followed in the ServiceNow. So we always say that ServiceNow is ITIL compliant. Means if ITIL saying that an incident must raise first, then ServiceNow also say yes. Incident must raise first before you start working on any incident. Otherwise, it is tough to see or to get your productivity, your utilization. Might be I said, okay, Venkat, what are you doing? Atul, I am working on this issue. Can you give me the issue number? Sorry, I don't have an issue number. Then what are you doing? I'm working on this, but you don't have an issue number. It means it is tough to prove that you are actually working. So it is recommended by ITL that if you want to work on any record, better to create the record first and then work. How to implement, how to use a change management. The processes given by the practices given by the ITL here, the steps given by the ITL here. Because if you remember yesterday what we say, process and people. This is all about process. Sorry, process and people and the product. ServiceNow is a product which help to implement this process in a manner. So ServiceNow provide different modules for these kind of practices, not for everything, but almost for everything, I can say. Where you can use these processes and you can implement in the ServiceNow as well. Or ServiceNow already have the processes. Sorry, these processes, you have to just make sure you follow the right path to implement this. This is what about the practice. No process, it is a practice specifically. They use the word practice here. So if you're doing the ITSM training, like if I start the next batch of ITSM, then we will cover incident, request, problem, release, change, knowledge. These things we cover in the ITL, sorry, in the ITSM batch, ServiceNow ITSM batch. General management applicable for everybody. Service management specifically for IT side. And then technical management, how your deployments work, how your infra work, how your life cycle, SDLC life cycle work. Those concepts is given here. Again, we're not going in the deep dive, but recommendation that you must know about ITL. I will not say that you go for the ITL certification. No. Go to the Wikipedia and you can just read about ITL. ITL 4, it's SVC, SVS, practices and all the things. That is more than enough for us. But yes, it is also said in the market that if you want to work in the ServiceNow, ITIL certification is good to go. But not my personal recommendation. You must have a knowledge that is important. Okay. Now let's come to the next topic. Again, this topic is not related to the ServiceNow at all. But why we are discussing? Because in the upcoming slides, you will see that ServiceNow is a cloud-based platform. What this mean? What is cloud computing? Anybody? What is cloud computing? Go ahead. What do you think, Neha? What is cloud computing?
Not clear exactly. So,
And any wild thought?
like cloud is something where we can store all the information, and we don't need to save it anywhere.
Okay. Renuka, what do you think? What is cloud computing?
It is like providing storage capacity, like Google Drive, iPhone, cloud, like that.
Okay. Okay. Praveen, what do you think?
Sir, cloud computing is a delivery of computer services over the internet by which we can access our resources like mail and anything which is used in our organizations.
Okay, good.
Mhm.
So now, if you see this portion, okay, again, I'm not expert in the cloud computing. We're just overview going to discuss because this is what is required as a term, not much. Definitely, as Renuka you says, Neha you told, and Praveen, that it is a place which is something not in our computers. Number one part. It is a place, it is a space which is not in our computer but somewhere else where we can store the data. Like Renuka, you say iCloud, iPhone cloud. What this mean? It means that it's look like you're storing the data in your iPhone, but it is not in the iPhone. Physically, I can say. It is somewhere. Not sure where is that somewhere. So it is a on-demand access via internet. The reason being why this thing come in the picture, because sometimes what people say that staying on the renting flat is more good than the buying your own flat, because renting flat, no worry about taxation, no worry about maintenance, nothing else. Anytime up, anytime go, get a new one, all the things will be there, right? But we as an Indian think, no, we must have our own house, and that bring a lot of responsibility. Pay the taxation, registration, maintenance, everything will be there then. It depends. Finally, it depends on this thing. But here it says that it is getting tough for the companies to maintaining these data centers where they can store their data. Lot of servers, heat, ACs, buildings, a lot of things required. The maintenance cost was increasing. Then this concept come in the picture. Then let's put everything somewhere out. And it is that person's responsibility to make sure that my data is secure and always accessible to me. So it says cloud computing is on-demand access via internet to the computing resources. So cloud and computing two are the two different words. Computing resources means which can help you to get these things done. Application. Gmail is application. Google Drive is application. Server. By using, you can access your data. Data storage. कहीं तो होगा. We have to be stored somewhere. Network capabilities and much more. And the person, the team, the company who provide these services is called the CSP, Cloud Service Provider. We are doing this training online. It is like a cloud. Neither you know where I'm sitting, neither I know where you're sitting, but we are virtually connected with each other. Message me, I'll connect. I'll message you, you will connect with me. So this is what it says. And there are two types mainly. Two type of infrastructure it's provided. On premises. Sorry, I'm not it's providing. It was so earlier there's a infrastructure available which is on premises. Everything I'll keep it at my home only. But now the concept has been changed. Now, if tomorrow Renuka says, no, Atul, I don't want to be I don't want to be put my photographs on the iCloud. Then what do you do maximum? You can store in your own iPhone, but you have to be clear your iPhone memory from time to time. Otherwise, it will fill up. If you are okay, then fine. I'm doing this thing only. I don't store my photos in the iPhone cloud. I took photos a day or 2 days. After 2 days, I'll move it to my laptop because laptop has a more memory. But that is again also getting filled now. So either you can use your own on memories or the data or the disk or the tapes kind of stuff. Either you can keep it on the cloud. So ServiceNow is also a cloud-based tool. Means you can access ServiceNow via a simple link. Where the Gmail data is stored? Anybody idea? Has any idea? No. We just open our app in the phone and then, or in this web base, we just put gmail.com. It's open. Even we don't know that where my emails are getting stored. It's in the Gmail. It's in the Gmail. But where in the Gmail? Where is this data stored? We have no idea at all. Okay. Again, the same thing that ServiceNow is a cloud-based, means it is not that you have to be store everything in your local system. No. So we will discuss this concept a little later, that how ServiceNow is working on that particular part. So there are mainly two types of models in the cloud computing based on the deployment and based on the service. I'm staying in a society here, but the society has no parking at all. No parking allocated to the flats. So the people park their car in some other place. Might be little bit 0.2, 0.3 miles away from this building. They just go, they park, they pay. That's all. Go, pay, park, pay. That's all. Means what type of model they're using it. So when we talk about the deployment model, private, public, hybrid. Is boss, I am done a lot in my life. 30 years in industry, having a good money. If I want to travel anywhere, I will not go with the public transport. I have my own jet plane. That is what is private cloud. Nobody else can access that. What this mean? It means if you're taking a private cloud, you have to pay a little bit high amount. Definitely, if I travel from UK to India, I can travel in 500, 600 pound. But if Uni says, no, I travel with my own personal plane, then definitely it costs more to Uni. But it's a private. He can land in any airport. He can take off at any point. He can have own facilities in this part. So if company says, no, I don't want my data should be shared with anybody. My place should be, sorry, not data even, my place should be shared with anybody. No, I don't want. Then we go for the private cloud. Single house. अपना ही है बस. We have only one person who's staying there. No other access. Then public cloud. We use the public transports. Anybody is allowed. Anybody and everybody is allowed. But yes, if a seat get reserved for you, you are the only one who's going to sit on that seat. Up to that reservation I can give you. This is what is the public cloud. Multiple tenants are in the same cloud, but they are secure. They have security policies. That nobody can access your data. The only thing is that sometimes company worried, no, I don't want to share my place with anybody. ठीक है. Take your own cab, take your own taxi and go. So that is the public cloud. And last is hybrid. Half public, half private. If you want to store some important stuff and you don't want this should be accessible to anybody at all, then take a private cloud for the same. But for the rest, you can take the public. I'll give you example which I generally give. It's my wife's birthday and I want to surprise her. I think that I'll bake. I love baking. Okay. I have three options. Number one, I can make the whole cake at home. Complete. Including the few ingredients, I'll make it at home. Which possible? I'll make it at home. So that nobody can access that. Safe. मेरी मर्जी है. What time I have to do, not to do, how much I have to do, I can do it. That is a private cloud. Public cloud. I'll go to the good bakery shop and buy it. Like other people shall buy. ठीक है. Hybrid. I cannot make a good base, but I can do the good icing or the decoration. So this is what the hybrid. Get the base from the market and do the icing by your own privately. That is a hybrid model. Sometimes it is cost effective. Sometimes it's not. But it's totally depend the use case of the business. Then service model basis. Earlier what happened? I'm talking about approximately 10 years back from today. If there's a marriage in the house, everybody need to be involved. You have to do this, 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 you have to do this. But then people start saying, hey, we are doing the work in the marriage, we're not able to enjoy the marriage. Then the concept came, wedding planner. Give everything to one wedding planner and they will make sure that everything has been done on time. Food and decoration, ceremonies, everything they will arrange. You have to just tell that what you exactly want from them. And this is called AAS, as a service. So in this area, three sections are there, three types are there. Infrastructure as a service means I am running a company, but it is tough for me to manage my infrastructure, servers, databases, network, and I have no expertise there. I have no expert team there. I hire Uni. Uni, can you manage my infrastructure? Why not? Now going forward, it is his responsibility to make sure that infrastructure will be up and running always. Maintenance, patches, support, restart, reboot, any issue, he has to be take care. So company says, okay, because if I start working, if I start spending time to manage the infrastructure, then I will not be able to spend time on the core business which I have. So concept come infrastructure as a service, IaaS. Then platform as a service, PaaS. Now Android is a platform. Do you maintain Android? No. What do? You just install an app which work on Android based. Or if you are a developer, then you use this platform to make your development work. You register somewhere and get the access of the Android code, copy that code in your local, and then you start working on the top of that. That is called platform as a service. You're not worried that how and who is maintaining this platform. You're just worried that platform should be available for your development. That is PaaS. And last, SaaS. Software as a service. Gmail is software. Outlook, software. WhatsApp, software. Are you maintaining these softwares? No. In the same manner, ServiceNow says that I'm giving you this thing. I'm giving you platform as a service. I'm giving you application as a service. Use my tool as you want to be used. No issues. I'll manage everything for you. But definitely you have to pay. फ्री में तो नहीं होगा कुछ भी. So ServiceNow is a PaaS tool, application platform as a service. You can use ServiceNow as it is, or if you want to if you want to make a changes in ServiceNow, you can make it. If you want to use ServiceNow to make your own applications, you can use it. ServiceNow has no objection. And it is called, it is called PaaS, application platform as a service. Everybody. Doubt, question, clarification. Okay, good. Now, not again much deep. As you said, deployment types, public, private, and hybrid. If you want to travel to somewhere, you can use the all public transports. Private, your own private car. Hybrid, half go by own car, and rest you can take it the help of the public transport. And then three things. You can have everything on the on premises. नहीं, सब कुछ मेरे घर में ही होना चाहिए. Everything should be happen in my home. Then you need to be manage everything. Nobody is going to be help you. It's maintenance, it's patches, it's reboot, it's a restart. Everything you have to manage it. Clear everybody till this point. But if you go for IS or PAS or SAS, then few portion with you, rest portion with the service provider. In the SAS, everything is a service provider. You are not, you don't need to be worried about anything else. You have to just pay and use. Pay and park. If you want to just park for the 15 minutes, $1. If you want to park for the 5 hours, $20. In this case, you're not worried about the parking maintenance. It is already there. They have a permission. You have to be just use it. Everybody till this point. Say yes, no, something. Good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now we are going into service now. So basics is done. A basic introduction has been done. That why it has been used, or basics which is required, which I think is required to be give understanding. Now I'll put a question. What is Microsoft Excel? Anybody?
Product of Microsoft.
Product of Microsoft.
Mhm.
Okay. What do you do with the Microsoft Excel?
Import data.
Okay.
Doing
What else?
calculations by using formulas.
Achha. What is MS Word?
Using
That's
for
only
the
meant for a
document.
text document.
Okay. What is MS Outlook?
That's an SMT, mailing protocol.
Okay. Okay. But what you call these three things? Okay, what is WhatsApp?
That's an
It's a
additional
software, sir.
communication software.
It
It's
is
a
application.
application, very nice. It's a software. Okay. And what does software do?
Provides service between two ends.
Means you can send your messages, photographs, text, images, audio, video. A lot of things you can do, right? Correct?
Right, sir.
Okay. So ultimately, it's a tool, nothing else. It's a platform, it's a tool to communicate with the other person. Agree? Go ahead, Renuka.
Yeah, I wanted to say that only.
Okay.
All these are tools.
Yes. All these other tools. Now I'll give you example. One more example, then we'll go in the discussion. Go back in 90s, 80, 1990 or somewhere 2000. Might be if you are of my age, then you will be near about 10 or 15-year-old that time. Getting a telephone at a home was a big deal. I remember that somewhere in 2001 or 2, somewhere 3, somewhere we get the first landline in our home. Now everybody is using mobile phone, but that time was a landline. Okay, and just try to be relate this example with yourself. Okay, so if you have a landline, in almost every house where the landline has been installed, either under the landline, either beside the landline, there is a diary, small or big diary. What the diary is purpose? To keep the record or to store the or write the numbers of your relatives, your friends, your family members. Right, Praveen? This is what you're saying. Right?
I think yes, good.
But after some time, the format of diary is also getting changed. Fancy diaries are coming in the market, where it's coming with kind of a bookmark. Pages for A, pages for B, pages for C, pages for D. So that it is easy for you to be check that if I'm storing a person name, I'm storing a landline number of Uni, I have to be go to the page number or the page section U, because his name is start from U. Instead of finding in all pages, better I'll go to the section U. If I have to store the page phone number of Nanda, I have to go to the N. If I have to store the phone number of Renuka, I have to go to R. Okay. Diaries get changed. Then the phone gets changed. A standard landline converting into the codeless phone. You can take the headset anywhere in the house and you can talk. No dependency that you have to be sit to the phone near the phone and talk. Then again more things come. When someone call you, you can see the number of caller in that screen. So things are getting changed. But ultimately, what is the main core of that? What is the main function of the diary? Is to store the numbers. Now tell me practically how many of us have a diary where we stores our friend's number? None of us. Why? Because that diary has been replaced by the mobile phone. How many contacts you have, Renuka? Maybe 400, 500. It is tough
Yeah.
to remember these 500 numbers. Agree? It is tough to be write these 500 numbers in the diary. But it is easy to store those numbers in the mobile phone. So the crunch of this example of the story is that these are the tool. Diary is a tool because human cannot remember every number. So they start noting down the numbers in a place, and that place is called the diary. So diary is a tool. If diary is missing, tough to be called to anybody because every number is in the diary itself. In the same manner, I will say ServiceNow is a tool. As of now, I'm just saying tool, but it's not a tool. Actually, it's a big platform. ServiceNow is a tool where you can store your data. Now let's say Renuka save his best friend number in the diary. After 5 years, 4 years, she get married and she shifted to the another country. Now what Renuka will do in the diary? She will open the diary, go to her name page and cut down the number and add a new number. Right? In the same manner we do in the ServiceNow. The records get generated. And we use this platform, we use this tool for the processes. Doubt, question, clarification, anybody? Anybody, any doubt, any question, any clarification required on this? So ServiceNow is a cloud-based platform. Why I'm saying platform? Because you can use ServiceNow as a base and you can build your own applications. We will discuss that how you can create your own applications. And ServiceNow is itself a company as well. So it is a company as well, plus it is a platform as well, which you can use to make your own products. It is a APaaS. You can use ServiceNow as it is without making any changes. So that is the application. And you can use ServiceNow as a base. And you can build your own application. That is a platform. That is a platform. So ServiceNow is a combination of the both application and the platform. And it is used by the different departments, different type of users. Now let's take the same example of the diary. The diary is used by the students as well, by the teachers as well, by the shopkeeper as well, and by normal human being like us. We're using a diary to store or record the numbers or to make some notes, anniversaries, birthday, to keep a track of that. In the same manner, it is not that ServiceNow is only used for the IT. No. ServiceNow can be used in different domains, in different industries as well, in different departments as well. This is what is a ServiceNow capabilities. This is what the ServiceNow capabilities. Now, before we go for the capabilities part, anybody using iPhone? I'm sure that someone is using iPhone. I heard the ring. Anybody who's using iPhone? I will say yes or no.
Yes.
Yes. Which version? 16, 14, 15. Which model are you using?
14.
I'm not going to be taken from it. Don't worry. 14. It means iPhone has 13 more model before it reaches the 14. Right? Savita or Neha, if you're using 14 or 15 like this, and everybody know this thing. Hey, I also have an iPhone, but that I use only for the photographs or the videos. It has no SIM. And that was the first iPhone in my life I purchased it 2 years back almost. Okay. So I'm using iPhone 14. It means iPhone has 14 or 13 versions before the reaching the 14 number as well. In the same manner, ServiceNow, what you're using now, what you're going to be seeing now, what you're going to be hands-on now is on the latest version called the Y. It's called the Yokohama. Before that, ServiceNow has a 37 releases, 37 versions. See this picture and tell me the difference or the similarities you find. Tell me what is the difference or similarity you're finding here.
So first they are started from weather, not weather, it's
Seasons.
seasons. After that they are using alphabetical with country basis.
Country or city?
City base.
Okay. What else? What else?
They they give the versions of ServiceNow every summer and winter in some to twice a year.
That's the right term you pick up. Twice a year. Actually, we did not call it a twice a year. We say after 6 months. It's kind of a. I'm not saying that you are wrong. You are 100% right. That is the right word, right term. Twice in a year. But working in a ServiceNow ecosystem for a long time, we say after every 6 months, it come new version. Definitely. So you can see that ServiceNow was founded in 2003 by these four guys: Fred Luddy, David Liu, Don Godfrey, and Bo Ruggie. Before that, means before that, it is not. So now you can say तो जब 2003 में है तो उससे पहले क्या था? It was known as a company called Glide Soft. The earlier name of the service now is the Glide Soft. They start building the things and then they release the first version in 2007. Then 8, then 9. See, now you can see in 9 there are 3 versions. In 10, 3, 11, 3, 12, 2. Then in 12 they start using or they calling it with the city names. Espin, Berlin, Calgary, Dublin, Eureka, Fuji, Helsinki, Geneva, Istanbul. So I am the one who started my journey with Eureka somewhere. When I joined, my client was using Calgary. So I know ServiceNow from that ages. More than 10 years now in ServiceNow ecosystem. And after 2000, almost 15 or almost 16, you can say, ServiceNow has a trend to release the version after every 6 months. After every 6 months, a new version come. So after this, Utah, we have Vancouver, Washington DC, Zenandu, and this is what the latest one. And in September, August end or August beginning, we will be getting a latest version called the Zurich. And in the next year, somewhere in January or February, not February, March, February, March somewhere, we're getting the another version called the Australia. The list is not fully out that what are the names of the releases coming the next after Z. But Australia is one of the known name in the industry now. And India is also coming now. For the I, India will be coming. The thing is that why I'm telling you, you can say, Atul, this is the old thing. Why you're telling this thing? Because when you go in the interviews, it can be asked which version of ServiceNow you're using. So our training will be on the latest version called the Yokohama. We will do the training on the Yokohama release. 6 months, this thing gets changed. We have to be upgrade ourselves. Even upgrade our platforms. The same concept. Earlier was the small diaries. Then diaries pattern has been changed. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H sections. Then they have another thing added. 5 pages for birthday, 5 pages for anniversary, 5 pages for reminder, 5 pages for to-do list. Same diary, but pattern is getting changed. Usability is getting changed. Structure is getting changed. But still, you or we call it as a diary. Right? So we should know that what are the version we'll be using at point of time. To work in ServiceNow, so this is what the list that what are the companies using ServiceNow, and this is not the limited. 500 plus Fortune companies are using ServiceNow. You can see a lot of name here. Some famous name, some unknown names as well. But these companies are using ServiceNow. Might be for the incident, change, problem, request, knowledge, customers, anywhere. There are 5 different roles or the 5 different journeys I can say that you can do the ServiceNow. We are on the first level, admin. I will say if you want to do anything in the ServiceNow, if you are a fresher or you want to start new in the ServiceNow, then admin is a base. After the admin, if you think, no, Atul, I want to become a developer, then go for the developer role. I want to become a business analyst, then go for the business analyst role and do these specific trainings. Atul, I want to become a technical project manager, then go for the TPM role. 1 or 2 more roles are added here, like a change analyst or change implementation, change analyst role. You can do it. You can follow, but my recommendation, start with the basics. That is important. That is prime. You cannot, you can learn, you can speak the words, but to speak the words, you need to understand the alphabets first. Like we tell to small to tell to our kids, okay, say pa pa pa, ma ma ma, cha cha cha, pa pa pa, ma ma ma. What is we're doing? We're teaching them the base. If you say, okay, I have a 10 months old kid. So when I talk to him, I said, okay, say pa pa pa. Why did not say that? Okay, say father, because I know that he's not that much capable now to be speak these big words, but he can say small alphabets: pa, ma, cha, ka. This is what is the basic. So in this course, we are going to be know that how this platform has been built up. What are the core components of this platform? How we can use, what we can use, where we can use these components in our ServiceNow journey. Clear, everybody, till this point? So now your actual journey in ServiceNow is getting started. Say yes or no. Everybody sleeping or what?
Yes.
Okay, school will be started tomorrow. This thing, not now. So tomorrow we'll complete the capabilities part. Then we go for this one. Okay, yes. Tomorrow we'll start the capabilities part. Any last question, doubt before I stop the recording for today? Good, Savita. Okay, no question.
No any question.
Okay, sure. Okay, let me stop the recording and have attendance.
Hi, Atul sir.
Yes, Bully.
Before we using ServiceNow, which software we use, sir?
Before
Because
using the
it's updated
diaries,
version.
what do you mean with the updated version?
ServiceNow. Before ServiceNow, we are using BMC Remedy or something else.
See, it depends on the company what they were using. There's a multiple tools
Okay.
available. It's not like only ServiceNow. There's a multiple tools available in the market.
Yeah, right.
Right. So the same example,
Okay.
before you're using the diaries, what pattern, what method you're using to storing the number? Might be you're using some paper
Memory.
memory,
Yes.
or you have some paper near to your phone and just keeping the record there only.
Yes.
Right. So it is tough to say that before ServiceNow what tool we're using. It depends on the company to company.
Okay. Okay, sir.
There are still many tools which you can use instead of ServiceNow. And so tomorrow's session will give you a little bit more depth about ServiceNow capabilities. Then you can say, okay, using ServiceNow is a good. But again, today's sessions or the tomorrow session is not about anything. Anything about the marketing or the sales pitch. No. Neither I'm selling the service now to you, neither I'm promoting the service now. I'm just, or we are just discussing about the service now as a platform to be learned the things.
Okay.
Okay. So it doesn't mean that if I'm telling these things, tomorrow you can go to your management and say, hey, please buy service now. No, it's totally company decision, multiple factors which they have to be considered before they take a decision of buying or selling it. Okay. Good. Okay, let me stop recording and take attendance.